What's up, everybody? Welcome to Dash House and their DCO commentary. I'm bringing this commentary here to you today and all that. This is another one of my FAQ videos. Trying to keep this series going for everybody. Answers a lot of the questions I get asked a lot in the comments on my videos and on Twitter and stuff like that. So today I'm going to talk to you guys about, first off, I've been getting this question a lot, and a lot of people have been asking me about what stats they should go into specifically in regards to what their powers are, which is best for damage, which is best for controlling, healing, and everything like that. So what I want to talk about first is let's look at the stats themselves. And this is going to be a little bit lengthy. I know you guys probably know a lot of this stuff already, but just going to go over it, just the basics of it. Health, obviously, that's how much health you have. All right, your power is your power pool. That's what's available to you in regards to how much power you have to cast the your powers in your power tray in your loadout. All right. Next up is your defense. This defense only applies to PvE. Okay, how much defense you have mitigates the damage that you take. Okay, in PvE. Okay, PvE only. All right. Your might, obviously, this is how much more might you have, the more damage your powers are going to do. Okay, restoration. This goes towards your healing. Okay, this is an important one for healers. All right, you want to have as much restoration as you possibly can get in order for your heals to be bigger. All right, your vitalization, that is an important power for controllers. Just depends on how much. I know it says here increases power healing effects. All right, what they mean by is how much power out you're doing, how big your ticks are for power over time, how big a burst power out you're doing when you're doing just instant power out by hitting your defib, recharge, or silent empowerment. Precision is how much damage your weapon does. Okay, the higher your precision, the more damage your weapon attacks are going to do. Toughness applies for PvE. Now the same thing goes with defense and everything. I'm sorry, it's for PvP. Toughness is very important to have in PvP, and it is what mitigates any damage you take from other players of the game. Okay, not the NPCs, but the other players. All right, dominance is an important role for tanks and controllers. It increases the amount of health that you have. It also for your tanks, or how much if that's for fire tanks, how much health you get when you use your powers when you're a fire tank. Earth and ice tank, so it increases your defense. Okay, very important skill for your tanks out there for PvE. And also for controllers, it increases the amount of damage that people take from whenever they have to break out of your encasements or anything like that, or any of your control effects. This is also an important thing for crowd control as well. All right, and then your combat rating. This measures your combat effectiveness based upon the best equipment in your possession. Okay, this is not just what you're wearing, but what's in your inventory and what's in your bank. Okay, now I'm going to go over individual stats here, things that you should spec into for your weapons and everything. Obviously, for your movement mode, you should have at least these 7 innates right here. All right. Now I know these two here don't give you any innate abilities and everything like that, but they get you down to these 5, and these 5 are very important for your being able to increase your resistance to encasements and rooting, and your stun resistances. And also these later ones here, they actually give you power back whenever you do break out of those. You'll see whenever you use breakout, you may get like a tick of 20 for a little bit. So that's very important. All right, now going up here to your weapons. All right, for DPSing. Okay, this is for DPSing. You want to make sure you at least get these 4. Okay, any 4, the first 4 in this tree. Okay, once you get these first 4 in this tree, okay, that's when you go down here and you get your critical attack damage. Okay, now I suggest, as much as having more might increases the damage your powers do, I suggest you go for the critical attack damage before you go for any might boosts, okay? Because the crits is what gets you through PvE, especially. Getting those big burst, critical damage powers out there to deal the damage, alright? So I would suggest, going into, make sure you're picking up your critical attack chance and your critical attack damage powers, and then going down into these innates. With the bow, you get a plus 20 per point that you put into this innate right here in the bow tree. That's for might though. All right, I highly suggest you go in and you get your critical attack damage. Hello, Cyber Archer. All right. All right, not gonna be rude. Not gonna be rude. Give a little wave back. Let's get your turret out of the way. So come up here and you go through basically all your weapon trees now, and you do that. As many skill points as you have. Now, with the way the game works right now, and I know a lot of people may not have as many skill points as I do. All right. And by getting those skill points, in order to get those skill points, you have to complete feats. All right. What I suggest you do though is once you get enough skill points to be able to do this, spec into completely into your weapon. Like, okay, I'm spec pretty much completely into brawling. This is for DPSing. So I haven't picked up the dominance. I haven't picked up the crit healing chance. So what I suggest though is you at least, once you get completely into a weapon, like this, at least get your crit attack, your crits innate right there. And even before you pick up the extra health boost, all right, and this is for DPSing or any power really. Go through and put at least 1 point in to each weapon, all right. That's not your main weapon, all right, because that way you'll be able to roll on any weapons that do drop in alerts or raids and stuff like that. You'll be able to roll neat on them if you don't have that weapon. That's just a little tip right there. All right, for healers, healing is a very important class to have in PvE and PvP. Your most important stat is your restoration. All right, and like I said right here and all that, this is my DPS build right here, but I'm showing you your restoration skills. All right, your restoration, you go through each weapon and pick up your restorations first. All right, then after that you can go into other trees and you can pick up your crit healing magnitude and your crit healing chance. Oh, not that one. Not that one. That's another crit healing magnitude, but you go into like brawling right here and you can pick up your crit healing chance. All right. After restoration, you pick up your crit heals. Now, there's a little theory about cunning being able to help with your power in. I'm still testing that out. It seems to be working, but I'm not positive on that yet. But for controllers, cunning is a very good power to have. All right, it permanently increases your statistics and it boosts your critical power chance by 1%. All right, but the most important stat for controllers is your vitalization. All right, having high vitalization, that increases, like I said before, it increases your power over time, ticks, and increases your instant power out that you do. It also affects powers like speed drain and word of power, that to give power out to the group. From my understanding, it may also affect bashing as well. I have not, in the mental tree, I have not tested that out yet though. So don't quote me on that. After that though, after you pick up, get your vitalization powers, go into the other weapons trees and get your dominance up. You get your dominance up, it increases your crowd control effects. With this cunning innate also, like I said, increases your critical power outs. So that's a good stat to have as well. Now for tanking. Tanking is very different between the three powers. Okay, with fire, as I said, the main thing is buffing your health up. With ice and earth, though, it's buffing up your defense. Now earth is a little bit different because they get the bonus mitigation from, not really mitigation, but it's more of an absorption for with their aftershocks. All right, but nevertheless, regardless, most important stat for any tank to have is your dominance. The higher your dominance, the better your stats are going to be. Okay, I believe it's 1 point extra defense for earth and ice, and it's 2.2 extra health for fire tanks. So, like I said, dominance, very important stat to have. After that, you want to go into your trees and you want to pick up your defense. All right, defense. The higher, obviously, the higher your defense is, the greater your damage mitigation is going to be. All right. So that is basically it for what stats are more important for your all your rolls right there. Obviously, also with the shield tree. Shield tree is different out of all the other weapon trees because it's the only one that actually gives you precision bonus. All right, so regardless of whether you're a might build or a a precision build. Obviously, if you're a precision build, you're going to want the extra precision. But even if you're just mainly a might DPS, you're still going to want to use your weapon. Okay, you still want to use your weapon because the higher you get your hit counter up, the more damage your powers are going to do. I mean, you'll see the difference between somebody who does just only hits gets a hit counter of 1. As opposed to somebody who has a hit counter of 7. All right, that's like with powers on weapons like bow, with their flurry shot, you'll see the difference in how much power out they do. All right, next question I get is this is actually going to be a little combination thing here for everybody. Drop my mic. Is how do you create a custom chat? And how do you change the colors? Okay, first off, we're going to talk about how you create a custom chat. Okay, you're going to go here to your options, and you're going to go to settings. Okay, then you want to go over here to your chat options. All right, now to create a custom channel or to even just join one. All right, now you can be invited into one. As you see right here, I'm part of the 5v5. I'm in the 5v5 chat. But if you want to create a custom channel, you just go here, you hit the X button on join create custom channel, and then you type in the name of the channel that you want to create. So I'm going to start this channel up right here, and then you hit the square button or you would click on join for that channel. All right, and bam, I just created that chat channel there. Now it shows I have 2 there for some reason. I'm not sure why. All right, then you just back out of there, and you can see it's right there in the on the chat bar right there. All right, Cyber Archer dancing away. All right, so now to change the colors though, now it's a different story. Change colors, and this is kind of tricky and all that because you got to be able to know color codes and stuff like that. And it can be, like I said, it can be tricky. Okay, so basically what you need to do to change your chat channel color is to go down here to your default tab. Okay, go down here to default, and default covers everything in regards to the actual text chat. All right, so you come down here to default and say, all right, now I don't really know the color codes off the top of my head, so you want to come down here and you want to maybe pick a color that you don't use often. All right, so we're going to go for this chat channel, we're going to go with the combat in log. Alright, it's also the same color as the broadcast channel. Alright, so you go down here and you click right here, you hit 205, okay, and you come over here, you hit 92, alright, hoping that sticks, and then you come over here and you hit 92 again, alright, and then you hit save on that, and it should save it. We'll go down here to edit just to make sure. Alright, and see, it didn't take those last 2 numbers. I've been having a little difficulty with this, trying to get this to work for some reason. Hit 92. We'll try saving that right there. Alright, we'll hit edit again. Come down here. And yeah, it's not sticking for some reason. I've been having a little issue with this. But this is basically it. I mean, there we go. Hit 92 right there. That's actually showing a nice, very light purple. Alright, so we'll come over here, we'll hit enter text again, we'll hit 92, Alright, and there we go. Now we hit save. Alright, come down here, make sure that our settings actually did save. Yes, they did. Alright, we'll exit out. Then we'll come over here and we'll type something in the chat. Now, in order to make sure that you're in this chat to type somebody, alright, you come down here, you hit the select button, alright, and you can either hold it down and manually select which channel you want to go to, or you can just keep tapping it and it'll go to that channel right there. You see down there in the bottom left. Alright, and then we'll type in there. Oh, we will type in there, I said. We'll type in there, hello, and it pops up, showing right there. Alright, now I may actually keep this voice channel up for everybody here. I may not spend very much time in it, to be honest with you, okay? And I will try to respond to anybody who comes into this channel and asks a question or anything like that. But I want you guys to use this channel on it to come together a little bit on the game. Maybe get your own groups together. You know, you guys are looking for groups for raids or for PvP. Feel free to use this channel. All right, I've showed you guys how to join it. All right, so now you know what you need to do to get into it. You know what you guys need to do to change the colors and everything. Anyways, I hope this video helped you guys out. I hope I answered any questions you guys might have had. If you've got any other questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below, or leave them for me on Facebook or on my Twitter. Links to those are in the description below. I'll also show you the links here at the end of this video. But until next time, you guys all take care. Bye.